Well, it turns out you have to play Moira slightly differently when you're up against good Cassidy players. Does anyone else find him really annoying recently, especially since the mini rework? Yeah, well, I do. So, I got this game for you guys. We've got a good Cassidy on our team, and we've got a very good Cassidy on the enemy team. We're up against a D.Va, so you all know the first power that we're definitely going to pick in this game. Say it out loud. You don't actually have to. But if you've watched our videos before, even if you haven't and you've just played Moira in Stadium, you probably know that we're just going to instantly pick Chain Grasp. Usually, I'll sit there and look at the enemy team comp and kind of work like I'm doing now. Look at the team comp, look at the map, kind of visualize everything and work out what I'm going to get. For the power, we don't need to do that. Ballistic Buffer, Armored Vest to get our health up. Ballistic Buffer is going to be quite good against long-range Cassidy shots, Ana shots, Mei shots. Armor's just good against D.Va. It helps a bit versus Cassidy. And then, yeah, some attack speed as well. So, we got pretty much everything covered. Now, the way that I like to play Moira against the D.Va is to focus entirely the D.Va. And in regular ranks, that's so counterproductive because D.Va's got loads and loads of armor and your attacks don't do a lot to them. Yet you end up doing it anyway because she's the one who's annoying you because you can't fire out your orbs. In Stadium, it's a bit different. Moira's one of the best D.Va counters, providing you go with a Chain Grasp build, because you can put just this relentless pressure on her and she can't do anything about it. She does have a couple of like items and powers and things that help her with beam weapons, which if she does get them, become a massive pain. But at the same time, you make her weaker because you're the only beam hero. So it means you're already getting value just by existing if they do end up taking those items. And the other thing is that we're using Chain Grasp, so even attacking the D.Va, while we still put the pressure on her and, you know, we're trying to get those attacks out, obviously in round one it's not that strong because we need certain items as well. But while you're putting the pressure on the D.Va, you're also Chain Grasping your attacks onto everybody else who's playing around them. And I expect in this game we're going to have Lucio and Cassidy and Mei floating around nearby the D.Va as well. So we get that kind of double bonus. That's the reason why we take Chain Grasp over Ethereal Excision, because we're not just attacking the D.Va, even though she's the one who our crosshairs on. So far, round's not going too great. It does look like we are fighting back. Oh, look at the low health targets. Double Chain Grasp kill. Well, one of them's with the orb. There's still a Cassidy though. I want to fade forward and do this, but it's risky against the Cassidy. So I think we'll just settle for moving the bot right now. I don't want to be too poor in this, but unfortunately we are going to be pushing this objective. It'd be nice if the Zen could take this over, because the Zen's going to be better at range than I am in round one. We're not on an orb build, so we can't do too much there. Then just attack the D.Va, get a bit of Chain Grasp damage over onto Lucio, also pressure the Ana. Zen is moving. And yeah, okay, our Cassidy does get a couple of kills. Enemy Cassidy does get them as well, though. We are the ones moving the objective, though. Cassidy's so weak. Do manage to eliminate him, and then Baby D.Va as well. Lucio was pushing out a bit. We just don't want to get slept here. Anything else should be okay. Just make sure that we fade around the corner. Our team making huge progress. We've already got it past the objective point. Mei's pushing us a little bit. Okay, she's got the annoying little rolly ice block. Needs Coalescence just to heal our team up. It's also going to pressure the enemy team. We should be able to get a bit of distance. Mei ults a weird one, but the D.Va bomb comes in. We need to get behind the advertisement killer thing. Don't know what it's... Yeah, it looks like that is what it's just used for. Yeah, I'm not... maybe a information kiosk or something. But yeah, we do actually get taken down. We've already got 7 eliminations. We're earning pretty decent money, I think. Where's our money at? 7.2k. Our Zen's earned more. So has enemy Cassidy and Mei, actually. So it's not that good. But it's okay. But there's only 15 seconds left. Our team's in the lead. I would say it looks comfortable for us, but we lost our tank. We do manage to pop the D.Va mech, which does make it a lot easier for us. We're going to fade up top. Try and stay around to use another Chain Grasp. The drop off the high ground was probably a mistake. It definitely was a mistake. It was a mistake. That puts us actually in a really awkward position because they've already made it past the checkpoint. Our tanker is just about getting back. In comes a beat. Perfectly timed for Lucio, and the May's going to get the Junkrat as well. We can't get there in time. So we've pinged the May for now. 2 of our players get taken out. Actually, it was the tire. Now 2 of our players get taken down by the Cassidy. Our Orissa's kind of low. We're trying to get the chain grass damage out. We couldn't even get in a position for the healing because of the Lucio boot. And this didn't go to plan. I don't know if we've got anybody else to get out there and touch this one. No. Enemy team take the first round. We get 12,778, which is, to be honest, it's not good money for us. It looked like it was pretty decent. Enemy Cassidy on 16k. Our Cassidy as well is under 11k, so it looks like our team pretty broke that round. Enemy may earn some big bucks, as did Anna, but Anna generally does. She gets a lot of cash for doing very little, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. Like, cash is used as a balancing tool. So we take Shield Buster, Advanced Antibiotics, fill up with a few greens as well, because, yeah, we're kind of broke. But that should be enough to be able to put significant pressure over onto the D.Va. We just lack a bit of the survivability. But yeah, Anna gets a lot of money for doing very little. As I said, it's not a dig at Anna because cash is used as a balancing tool, and they'll make it so that if a hero is weak, they're going to give that hero better cash generation. Not just necessarily if they're strong or weak as a hero, but how they progress throughout the game. For example, Moira is kind of useless when she's got no cash. Her powers are not particularly strong. There's a lot of other heroes that their powers are everything and they really don't need the cash. I would say Soldier 76 is one of those. So they have to kind of scale the cash generation a little bit with some heroes on, and it will add a balancing mechanic, which is really good for the game, by the way. Anyway, into round 2. The May's pushing our Orisa. Our Orisa is isolated at the front. That's too much damage. We can't heal that. We're trying, but we can't heal it. So we can't even get the chain grasp for long enough over onto the D.Va, but we do take down the May. D.Va is weak. We've got to fade away from the Cassidy. We're in a, awkward position over onto the point. Cassidy takes down myself and the Zen. Basically just lined up from there, but that's what happens when you haven't got the tank. So pushing out, let's get some healing over onto our Junkrat. Our Orisa's already moving forward. Just poking from the high ground up until the point where she jumped off of the high ground. Yeah, again. So we may be able to heal this tank up. We're trying there, trying to get the kill over onto the Lucio, but it does cost our tank their life, and we didn't get the Lucio as well. I would have favored that trade if we traded tank for tank, but we also got the Lucio down. Like, that's a positive trade. It looks obvious to just heal the Orisa, but if we don't put the damage pressure on them, then yeah, we could end up in a really bad situation. So I do think, I mean, we could have got a bit of healing over onto the Orisa a little bit more, but we're trying to make use of the chain grasp. So I'm not too bothered by letting the tank die there. I know loads of people in the comments are always just like, oh, you had so many opportunities to heal your tank up. Healing doesn't just win the games. We're trying to put some pressure on Anna that at least gets nade out, so that's not on our tank, who we now can't get like close enough to. She is playing way too deep here, the Orisa. We can't just follow that and heal behind the Orisa. It's not going to work. Here comes a tire. Enemy team on 99% already though. Overtime. We need players to get a touch, but without the tank there, and they're still in spawn. They're a bit slow out of spawn. Junkrat over on the point. We get a heal orb over to try and save him because he's contested. We've got a coalescence. That's going to buy some time. Lucio gets taken down. Cassidy's there with the Anna. We just don't want to get slept here. Baby D.Va as well. Can we eliminate him? No, we can't because there's all this pressure from the Cassidy. I can't peek that. We've got to try and hit this Anna on the side. We've got to stay on the point though, so we can't even get the Anna down. Orisa, fair enough. I think she had to push that one. But yeah. Oh, we're looking for the Anna. Oh. Okay, we get the kill on that. I think she had to push that Cassidy because she's not just going to snipe him at long range. And we did just about manage to get the point. So we're on 19.5k now. The cash is not too bad for this round. I'm really happy that it's a long round. Longer rounds benefit Moira a lot. Because for what I said earlier, we need the cash. Moira's powers are useless without it. We use a lot of the base items. We've got to fade the D.Va bomb up towards the Anna. Sleep comes in, which we dodge, but the nade's going to come in afterwards. We always know that we're going to get eliminated there, but we hope that when we pressure the Ana, we're kind of going 1-for-1 in the short term. Get her core utility out of her, and then we're hoping that we can win the tank fight in the meantime. Didn't work out. So round 2 goes to the enemy team. They've got a good 7k cash lead. We do get MVP, which very much needed. Only 12k. It's not too bad for round 2 actually. That does mean without selling anything we could buy 3 4k items. Not that there's really that many that we'd want to get. Yeah, that's the Orisa. The way that they're pushing forward, I'm not too happy with it. They're not respecting the damage or their own tankiness. So weapon jammer. Little shuffle around of the items here. We could get the gadget, field support. So that will give us extra armor. So if you look at that, we've got armored vest. Weapon jammer gives us 25 armor. Field support gives us armor as well. Against the D.Va, cross-orbal is an actual consideration because that's going to give us more healing if we want to try and like push this Cassidy or push onto anyone other than the D.Va really. Then that could be really good for our own self-sustain, also potentially to catch up with the Orisa. But I just decide, let's go Ethereal Excision because that will allow us to get El Saka Suppressor if we need to in the future to reduce the amount of healing. And I know Lucio healing scales up as the game goes on by a lot. You can see the Lucio's already on 8,500, which means they are going to be crazy strong in the later rounds. So we'll probably need that one. Right, round 3. We need to win this one. So we see the D.Va moving over to the side here. I'm not sure you're going to respect our damage enough here. Like, we are built to deal damage to you. The armor's half gone. That's not all us. That includes the Cassidy here. So we've got to respect the enemy Cassidy because, yeah, they're very good at the Cassidy. But at the same time, we can't be playing the other side of the map and just playing fear, like with fear. Oh, we used our gadget, but we've got to fade this in case he came around the corner and just dinked us with one shot. I believe they've got the head expanding size crit power thing, which is awful. We couldn't do anything about the Orisa. Can we equalize? Do manage to get down the Cassidy and around the corner? Does hit the sleep and the nade, but now she's got no cooldown, so she's just a sitting duck. Gets taken down, and we are moving the objective. Okay, we've got a Mei over here as well. Very, very isolated. They can return halfway towards their team, but luckily their team returned to her. So now more pressure over onto the D.Va. Even with that Lucio healing, they're struggling with this one. Chain grasp over onto the Mei, but we'll also attack the D.Va. They've still got armor, so we get that nice shield buster. Orisa does take down the Mei, actually. Look at this. This is what I mean by the counter against D.Va. It's just, she's just under this relentless pressure the whole time as we coalescence to get the Lucio. Might be able to hit the D.Va a little bit. If they jump up top, we know the Ana was somewhere around. Oh, there she is. Ana taken down. Sit on the high ground. We do have a gadget that we can put down here if we need to, but not against the D.Va. There's kind of no point. Heal orb over to help the Orisa and ourselves with that. We also drop down our gadget. Just going to have to just walk back out of LOS of the Cassidy, which we really want to avoid as much as possible. It's not always going to work. Now we've got 2 players onto this objective, so I'm going to push forward. We don't need that many trying to contest this. Big ult, but bigger ult comes out from the Lucio. Transcendence is also there. Oh, baby D.Va. Okay, let's go for the Ana. Ana taken down. We have a Mei as well. She may have an ice block, but again, the Cassidy, we've got to try and just get out of there. I don't want to fight 2 players at once if I'm not chain grasping them. So it's okay to be in LOS of a couple of players. Oh, Cassidy's so weak there. He just suddenly got loads of health. I think that might have been from the roll or something. We use our gadget here though. Cassidy very weak. We do take him down. Okay, Lucio's, I believe. No, he's just bouncing around. We don't care about him. Right, baby D.Va. We could heal the Orisa here, but I want to get this armor off of the D.Va as soon as possible. Now the Orisa's out of range, so we can't do anything about that one. We have managed to strip the armor from D.Va, so she should fall quite quickly here. Chain grasp is also affecting the Mei. We pop the D.Va mech. Well, actually, Cassidy does it, but we did most of the work. Baby D.Va over there on point. Lucio's pushing in. Very, very weak as well. Does use a little bit of healing, but the supports do not contest the point. We had our cooldowns, we used our gadget beforehand, and 11.4k. That's pretty good for round number 3. And crucially, we get a round on the board.
Coming up, the teams are facing off in clash.
Hanoka. Guys, like the video if you hate this map. I have mixed feelings with it. In fact, I mostly hate it. It's not mixed. I think it's actually quite good for Stadium. It just feels very clustered. And also, I do think that having the variety in maps is important. Like, a map like this is quite good for a regular, say, Junkrat build, or certain heroes are good on these maps. You don't want all of them to be the big, open, long-range firing ones. So I think the Stadium team have done a good job with the map creations, but as a Moira player, personally, I hate playing this map. I think it's a bit awkward to play. So looking at the enemy D.Va, we want to make sure if she's got any armor reduction stuff on her, and if she's got any D.Va bomb things that might make the bomb detonate with a larger explosion, or yeah, it might detonate earlier. They're talking about the head power, the bigger head power getting fixed. I don't actually know of that bug. I think I heard some people talking about it. But yeah, I don't know what that is. Maybe the heads were too big or they weren't increasing at all. I can't remember. PGN saying no idea what the issue is, so they're in the same boat. And someone saying, yeah, I don't think Cassidy needed bigger crits, but that's me. So, we dropped our gadget there. Look at the D.Va's health though. She's so screwed. More damage. Oh, well, we can't push into that. We don't want to get flashbanged there. But we have pressured the entire enemy team back except for Lucio, who does fall anyway. Chain grass damage. Taking down the Ana. The Cassidy's not weak. We used our gadget just in case there, but it was our Cassidy getting the headshot first. Pretty easy mid-fight. Again, the pressure on the D.Va is kind of relentless, and as we start to build up our health, it allows us to stay in those fights and walk up close to her like for longer, not worrying too much about a random Mei shot. We've got to be a bit concerned about a wall being placed behind us here, but we can always fade around. Orissa's pushing up the ramp. We're trying to get the Lucio down, but Orissa, you're not tanky enough for that. The entire enemy team collapse on you, even if we heal you. It's not going to work. Right, enemy Mei, we do just about take her down around the corner. Cassidy there taking damage as well. We get anti, we're going to have to fade back from that. We can't use our gadget there. Coalescence though, once the anti's worn off. Cassidy's trying to push us with that. We could fade that one. But honestly, we weren't expecting the headshot. Our health wasn't low enough where we couldn't withstand another shot. We just couldn't withstand a headshot. Orissa getting a couple of kills over onto the supports. That might be really, really good here. Also the Mei dropping. D.Va is popped as well, the mech and the baby. There's still 10 seconds left though, until the point is able to be capped. So the enemy team might get some time here. I'm trying to tell our team to come back, because we don't need all of them out there for sure. We can't heal that. With 2 players back here, it could be a massive mistake if they stay out there. The enemy team has a Lucio. There's a good chance they're going to be able to get some sort of touch here. Orissa's pushed off to the side. We can't heal if the Lucio gets a touch and players move in. Mei's here as well. We do manage to kill the Mei. Lucio onto the point. D.Va not going to make it there on time. We got a bit lucky there. Right, so not the best money, and you know what? Now that we've got it to this stage, this is where it starts to be a bit concerning. Because Chain Grasp really doesn't... It scales okay, but if the enemy team really stack healing, then you're pretty useless. In that last round, by the way, we did take Codebreaker and Ionize. Ionize to give us the crit reduction. So Alsaka Suppressor, we're going to get that one now. What are we going to get for the power? There's a few options. Precarious Potency could help against the Orissa here. Deconstruction if we want to stack even more damage. Cross Orbal if we're concerned more with the Cassidy and just want to get the damage orbs followed by a healing orb out when we're going for our Chain Grasp. Phantasm, probably not. Void Hoppers, we could. We're not going to get Scientific Death Orb because that involves fading through players. Still got 11,000. We can't get 2 of the gadgets. We're thinking Super Serum. That's going to give us a big damage spike. Techno Leech gives us some weapon lifesteal as well, which is very handy because we don't have Phantasmic Flux. And that will work with our Ethereal Excision to try and keep us alive. Now, do we want even more? Because, I mean, Deconstruction works really well with this gadget. The problem is, then if you want to use the gadget, it's like, oh, I've got to prime up the healing, get the self-damage amp, then use the gadget, then use the orb, then find a target to grasp, and then we wait for a while. So as much as I like Deconstruction, it does make things a little bit complicated. You can see I'm leaning towards Cross-Orbal here. Although, I think if I was going to say, I think if I thought that my Orisa really needed the help, then Precarious Potency is going to be the best option. Like, maybe we can just provide those heal over times onto them. And I guess the other thing is, we're not building into APs, so we don't actually get that much healing out of our orb with Cross-Orbal anyway, and there's a good chance it can get eaten. So, bit more healing for the team now. Got our gadget, pop the gadget, chain grasp over onto D.Va, is hitting a load of players. Lucio being the one who gets pretty weak, but we don't actually manage to take him down. The cooldown on the gadget is quite long, but you do get to use it often. We're hearing noises. It's the Mei. Precarious Potency should help out our Zen quite a bit here. We are getting pushed around by the Mei though, so we are going to fall back. Lucio up top. You get that Ethereal Excision out triggered onto them. Because yeah, I think Precarious Potency was probably the best choice here. D.Va's trying to push us, but I mean, she's taking so much damage doing so. Chain Grasp now over onto the baby D.Va. Also onto the Mei. Let's push that Lucio. Can we get the Lucio down? What about the Ana? Anyone? Any takers here? Little baby Nano Boost comes in. We don't really want to get stepped by that. We do get antied by it. But Ana going over towards the objective does get taken down. It's going to be costly. Enemy team's going to struggle with this one. Chain Grasp hitting the Cassidy in the back as well. Okay, still making good progress. But Orisa's just... what? They seem to be unaware of that we've got to move the objective. They're always pushing out farther. Yeah. I mean, I still feel like the avoid is the right decision. Like, if you've got the range, and I know you want to go for the ult, but you could wait for them to push around the corner and get more objective distance. You get healing. I think it's just not a very strong Orisa player. Mei did not respect our damage. Even the D.Va with a Nano Boost. Can we kill the baby D.Va? Immediately we can. As a Lucio taken down. I think our team's in a great position here. We may full cap this round. If we don't, then the enemy team's still got... I mean, they've moved it 3.12 meters. Still, there's been many times we've had a comeback like this. Baby D.Va popped. We've got to fade into little room because of the Mei ult with just last second reaction. Oh, we're antied as well. Good play from the Ana with a Lucio beat as well. PGN's about to get taken down by Eric there. This is the time, yeah, Orisa play in that position. I'm not sure about the Transcendence though. I think the Transcendence, when we've lost quite a few players, we could probably wait for that one for overtime. But I mean, Orisa's alive for now. Let's get some healing over onto her. We used our gadget here. We're trying to get that Chain Grasp damage. D.Va Mech popped. That's an insane amount of damage. Cassidy is close to us though. We're going to fire a little heal off for us. Coalescence as well. Orisa's anti, but it shouldn't really matter. Mei trying to contest. I thought there was a Cassidy to the side. Looked like it was a baby D.Va. So yeah, we are going to take the round.
Here's our score. 3-2.
MVP. Wow, look at we earned a nice amount of cash compared to the rest of the team. Nearly 13k with the next highest on the 9ks.
Coming up next. Get ready for control.
So, this map, a little bit awkward for Moira. The last map is pretty nice though. Like, against this kind of build, it's nice because there's nowhere really for D.Va to hide. And that is just going to allow us to put out crazy amounts of damage. So we sell 2 of the items to give us 2 lots of 11k. Booster jets. Hard light accelerator, probably not. Codebreaker would be nice to help strip the Diva off. Otherwise, we've got Volskaya. I just realised what I said there. I meant strip her armor off. Yeah. Strip the armor off. That's... just... I give up. So, going into this round. Why is it taking so long? Why is the armory phase so long? Get the action underway. So, they're going to the bounce pads against the Lucio, Diva, May, even the Cassidy, and the Ana. Do they really want to go in that direction? Lucio means they beat them there. Lucio has the boop as well that can push them off of the map. No, I tell you what, guys, I'll meet you there. Like, living dangerously is fun, but yeah, I'm thinking the May wall is the one that's going to kill them. Orissa's like, I do the first kill. Okay, enemy team's not taking the jump pads, which is probably an even bigger mistake than our team taking them. Because they're the team with the Lucio. They're the team with the Diva, like... yeah. Wow, Orisa got absolutely deleted. We're dead to this. Oh, wow, our damage is massive. It was the gadget. We popped the gadget, like, up against the Cassidy there. Yeah, so even though it does reduce your attack speed, I mean, your damage, while it increases your attack speed, it still means that you're dealing more damage while the gadget is active. They didn't believe in you. Absolutely didn't believe. But they got lucky that the... oh, we're going to have to fade out of that one. They got lucky that the enemy team decided not to go there.
Eyes open now.
Okay, we've seen the Ana cross over there. We've got our gadget ready. Okay. Oh, no, we got slept. We're going to have to just fade cleanse that. Into a room anyway. We're going to fire damage orb. Okay, we used the gadget. It's not enough to kill the Ana here. She did use cooldowns. I'm not sure if she's got them back again, but yeah, we got pressured by, well, they collapsed back onto us. Easy elimination for the enemy team there. We've still got the point though, 72%. Enemy team need to get in there somehow. After getting kills on the Lucio and the May. Can use our Coalescence for movement speed since it's garbage ult. But if we get there in time, we might be able to get some healing out as well. Let's kill the Cassidy first of all, because he's one of the biggest threats to us. The rest of it we can kind of salvage afterwards. Precarious potency helping get the Orisa back up to nice health. Even though the Diva's used Nano Boost, the Chain Grasp with the gadget. It's going to put a load of damage out onto Lucio. Baby Diva just about popped her. Ana now. Gotta watch out for the sleep. I mean, I think we're okay even if she does hit the sleep here. Fade that one. Okay, there's the sleep. Let's see if I was right. Well, the Ana's getting pushed by the Orisa. Oh, not with the Cassidy here. Gonna fade that one. Little overtime orb, and that looks like that is it. It's a good game. I do like playing the Chain Grasp build versus Diva, but I tell you what, Cassidy, very, very frustrating to play against since the rework. I wonder what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Guys, hope you enjoyed the game. GG. Oh, play the game. Let's watch this one as you hit the like button. Yeah, that was the gadget kill over onto the Cassidy. Damage onto the Lucio. May, very, very low health. Does get taken down as well. Well, GG. See you soon.